today let's start off with talking about a certain struggle. This involves the makeup aspect, and lately there's been a what I used to wear my makeup like in high school thing. I've been wanting to do a what I used to wear my makeup in middle school, but I don't feel like going to get makeup I used in middle school, and I don't feel like spending that money, and I don't feel like in a mood where I'm barefaced in a makeup video because I just did one of those videos. So yeah, so I'm doing daily struggles of the eyebrows. If you were like me, my mom did not do anything with eyebrows. She's one of those lucky freaking people with perfectly naturally shaped eyebrows that she doesn't have to fill in, and it drives me crazy. When it rolled around to me learning how to do eyebrows, yeah, it didn't happen well. I finally got eyebrows I'm okay with. I draw these on daily, guys. They're not my real ones. Took me 5 years, about 5 years, maybe 4. Yeah, it takes time to get that magazine-looking eyebrow. Start from the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. Okay, so now if you look at old pictures of me from 5th grade, which you won't because I'm not putting that in here, I had like half existing eyebrows. I had lighter hair. When I was like 5, my hair was bleached blonde, and now it's really dark, and so no one knows how that happened. But my hair was about mid brunette mid brunette now. So you know it was obviously brunette, but it was a lighter shade. But I had the bussiest eyebrows. I will show you a photo of this in a minute. But they weren't small, and they weren't shaped either. They were just like this clump on my head, like it's just clump on my face. And the thing was, like, this part of my eyebrow would be complete. Like this part, and then you cut this off, like the bottom part would be showing, and the top part would just be weird blonde strands that everybody could see, but it made no shape. Well, my eyebrow didn't make no shape anyway. It was just a circle. Well, not really a circle. It was like this fat blob that... Alright, insert photo from 5th grade. Not my best time of eyebrows. Then I finally started took many years after this, when I was 12, 13, yes. I started wanting to shape them. I was seeing all these shaped eyebrows in magazines, and my friends, quite a few of them, they have these eyebrows with somewhat of a natural shape, not like magazine covered, but they had a shape to them, and mine was like these blobs, and I was like, I'm gonna shape them. So I thought that I could shape the big eyebrows by filling them in. Oh yeah. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. At this time, someone had said that if you fill it in with eyeshadow instead of an eyebrow pencil, it would look better. It didn't. Insert photo from my freshman year. Not a day goes by that I don't regret that photo. So then I finally got the memo in my head that maybe I need to decrease the size of them. Maybe they need a shape that's not big blob with bigger fake powder blob on top of it. So I tried tweezers. Those did absolutely nothing. I just removed the excess hairs, and then I had just big blob with clean excess around it. So that didn't do too much. Keep in mind that in this time I was not wearing makeup, but I wore BB cream and mascara and maybe eyeliner if I was feeling daring, which I never really was, and that was kind of it. Makeup didn't really hit me until the summer between freshman and sophomore year. That's when I finally started reading articles, and I had YouTube. I started searching up some videos to see how to do things. I never wore foundation until my sophomore year of high school. I know it looks like in that photo I'm wearing foundation. I'm not. I'm wearing BB cream. And the BB cream my mom gave me was not like BB cream like you think. A lot of people think BB cream is a lot of foundation. It wasn't for me. It was this thing I'd put on my face that would then end up being clear anyway. So, you know, the shaping of my eyebrows weren't going well. And so, finally, I nagged my mom enough that, hey, I'm going to go to that, I don't know how new these are, the mall ladies who shape eyebrows. I did a story time on this 2 years ago. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. It was insane to think about. Go to them with my big blob. They shape it a bit. I still want a thick brow at this point because I don't realize my face is fat enough that I don't need a thick brow. So, they semi-shape it to what I request. The very first time I went in there, I was allowed to pick from my catalog, and since then I walk in there and they'd be like, oh God, not you again. And no, I pick one. It doesn't do much. It basically, it's kind of adds the shape I have now. It's like big blob, but big blob with kind of bigger point here. Okay, a few months go by. Tweezers never went in my head. I don't know where tweezers were. Something about tweezers, just if it took patience, I didn't want to do it, and which is funny now because now I'm addicted to tweezers. And so they just never in my head, and my big blob was there, and I had no shape. My face is quite round, in case you can't see. I don't have one of those sculpted faces. So big blob eyebrows don't really work on faces like mine. So, go back to my women who do eyebrow shaping in the mall. And I'm shaping them. I'm shaping them this time, and I'm getting it legit. And I shape them again. My eyebrows are still quite bushy, but they are a defined shape now, just like this. And then the tweezers roll around. I highly recommend tweezers because, well, yes, to take time out of your Sunday or some day you have off and just sit there with them. Tweezerman's a great brand, by the way, if you're looking for a recommendation. And then the eyebrows went from being big blobs to non-existent. I don't know if I'm freaking anybody else out by saying this, but I don't have eyebrows. If I took this off, I'd have about like 12 strands of eyebrow hair that I just kind of base it around. So yeah, they don't really exist. But that's fine. Now they're not existing. And I've had days like you've seen before with big bushy eyebrows. And then I start the long process of learning to fill in the brow. You gotta get it right. And it's a trial and error. By trial and error, I mean I think you have to trial it for about 6 months. And then you error it for about 7 months. And then you maybe get it okay. It took me, to get these eyebrow shapes, it took me like 4 products and like a long time. I'd go through product after product and just keep changing them. And so, now my eyebrows aren't here, non-existing. The first thing I tried was an eyeliner. No, it was an eyeshadow actually, I remember this. It was a Rimmel eyeshadow that was brown. I know that if you use eyeshadow, it looks more natural. I was A, not going for a natural look, and B, I used to be in this intensive dance class where I'd sweat a lot, so by lunchtime I didn't have eyebrows. So that didn't really work for me. And then I tried another eyeshadow, and I don't know why it occurred to me to try another one. I think this one was by Elf or CoverGirl, something like that. That one didn't work either. And then I started using Elf. I used the Elf eyebrow pencil. It pulls on your hair a bit, so the bit remaining eyebrow hairs would leave you more. And so, wasn't working for me. And it would get really clumpy to put on. Then I moved on to the Elf Brow Kit. It has a gel in it with a powder, and as you can see from my brows, I used the darkest color, tiny blush, and would line my eyebrows in the morning and then fill it in with powder. It was okay. It would definitely stay on better and would exist more, but the shaping was hard when you have this little brush, and it was hard. The eyebrows generally got more thicker and then you try to fix it so they get thicker, and then you'd be running late, so this would be the last hit or miss shot, and then they'd be really thick, almost be like blobs again, and they are still too thick, and I still didn't like them. Finally, I went back to a 1990s, early 2000 old school thing. They used the eyebrow pencil. Now, I don't know who said eyebrow pencils weren't great, because y'all clearly never had struggles drawing on eyebrows and or filling them in. This is by NYC 001 medium brown. This is Robotics by Demi Lovato. I think it's a special thing they have. I don't know what happens if they stop making this, because I will die. This has a little cute blush, and you shape your eyebrows, and then you line them, and you fill them in, and it's great. And the thing about me is I redo my eyebrows every 2 weeks. They get really bushy if I don't, so every 2 weeks I will take them off. I sleep in them. You can sleep in them, guys, and they stay on. Yes, I think a tiny bit gets on your pillow, but you have to wash your pillowcase, guys, every week because of oils on your face. Didn't know if you know this, but my dermatologist told me this, and I've washed my pillowcase every single week. So if you just sleep in that, it comes off a teeny tiny bit, but not really much, so you can survive. But I do sleep in it, and I just fill it in a tiny bit in the morning. It takes 0.05 seconds, which is great because I'm one of those people who believes in more sleep. And no, well, I wear makeup daily, but more sleep and less makeup. It's funny because if you see me on the weekend, I'll have like a winged eyeliner and gorgeous contour. But if you see me in the week, it's like, okay, powder, foundation, primer, and eyeshadow, and a teeny tiny line of eyeliner and mascara, and that's all. And I realized that just made it sound, I look like I don't have makeup on a lot of times. And I'm great with that. So we've finally got to this point after big blob, and big mildly shaped blob, and then still kind of shaped but still kind of too thick, and then non-existent, and then the long trial process of the filling in. And yeah, we're finally here. I strongly recommend eyebrow pencils. They're so good. They're underrated. You should just, use them, because yeah. The good thing about eyebrow pencils, if you like me who have no eyebrows, because it's an easy pencil and I'm not going to actually draw anything because I'm not messing with it, quite literally, you have a basic shape like this. This is a line, and this is kind of a slant, and this is line, slant, connect. And then you do that line, slant, connect. Yes, then I know they're not exactly alike, but they're the closest they're going to get, because believe me, one time, insert photo here. After this, I had a really thick eyebrow with a really thin eyebrow on the exact same day, and oh my god, do I hate it! Yeah, but the good thing, you can draw a similar shape. It's hard to draw with eyeshadow or weird gel. Is it a gel? I don't think it's a gel in the e.l.f. one. I don't know what it is. It's harder to draw. This is quite literally second grade drawing here. You just draw what you want, and then you just fill it in. If you like me and you don't have much drawing skills, eyebrow pencils are your way to go. So thank you for embracing my embarrassing journey of the eyebrows. Tell me how many years it took you to get your eyebrows to work and what you finally did to make it work in the comments below. One of these days I'm going to get around to doing what my whole makeup in younger years was like. But anyways, I will see you next time. Bye!